Welcome back to On the Couch. My name is Mack Rapapali. If you just tuned in, I hope you're enjoying the music this evening on the show. In fact, we are not done yet. This is the catch-up from where they started to where they're heading to since we've been facing a lot of challenges with the pandemic. You will remember them. 2019, they made a very bold statement that they're splitting. What? And a lot of girls went crazy. Well, I was included, but I'm not a girl. Wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. 2019, they announced that they're splitting, and then now they decided to come back. But the big question is, why are they back? You're probably asking yourself the same question. Welcome, Adam.
Mack, how are you, man?
Lekker, you guys are looking good, man.
Thanks.
You too, bro.
Look at them.
The lockdown diet, man.
Well, we're spending time in the fridge. Ons yskas alles vir 12 uur, 1 uur. You know, you're always grabbing something. So, individually, what's been happening in your lives?
Yeah, so I've got a studio. Built the studio right before lockdown. Well, right before the pandemic. And that obviously everything kind of got shut down, but at least my studio is at my house, so I spend a lot of time in my studio writing songs, producing music. That's been kind of my home base for the last year or so.
Yeah.
I'm teaching at St. Stephen's College. I'm pop vocal coach. Yeah, so that's keeping me busy at the moment. Bit of writing, a little bit of recording, pre-production stuff. Unfortunately, no live shows at the moment.
Right?
IT. Constantia Park, actually.
Wow.
Close to here. So
julle man is eintlik bezig.
ja, man.
Ons probeer wees, ja.
So we try.
Otherwise, we'll go crazy.
Daar's nie geld nie, maar ons
glad nie.
is meer besig as wat ek seker in 'n lang tyd was.
So ek dink die groot vraag is vir almal, hoekom het julle besluit julle gaan nou weer terugkom?
So
I don't before you answer that, I don't like saying that you were gone because you're never gone, you're always there. But obviously om die band terug by mekaar te sit of te kry. Hoekom het julle besluit om dit te doen?
So ek dink toe dit is nou net my jare, maar ek dink dit was 2019 gewees. Het het ons gevoel, jy weet, Adam is nou 10 jaar aan die gang. We've kind of done everything that we've set out to do and wanted to do at that stage, and a lot of what we do is inspiration because we write for ourselves, we record ourselves, all that, and we just kind of felt, okay, cool, we've walked this path now, we've done what we set out to do. And then obviously the pandemic hit. And I think for a lot of people the pandemic is life-changing.
Yeah.
You know, in so many ways, whether it be good, whether it be bad. I think there were obviously a lot of negatives, but also some positives. It kind of forced us to re-evaluate our lives, well, me personally. En ons het toe besluit, weet jy wat, ons het nog nie alles gesê wat ons wou gesê het nie. Soos ek sê, ons het daai eerste 3 maande, ek sal nooit vergeet daai countdown, jy weet, het gevoel soos 3 maande van house arrest. En ons het lekker gelak-up en goed, en in daai tyd, you know, het ons baie introspeksie, of ek het baie introspeksie gedoen, en op 'n stadium toe bel ek net vir Kyle, toe sê ek, luister die dude, I don't think we're done with this thing yet. Ek sê, jy weet, as hierdie curtain weer gelig het, en dis ook die ding, dink ek, wat lockdown nogal vir 'n ou bring. Ek het baie complacent geraak, en jy raak baie gewoond aan goed, en jy weet, shows was nie meer noodwendig altyd dieselfde gewees, en goed nie, en ek kan nie vir jou sê hoe honger is ek nou vir shows nie. Ek sal nou flip en Appington terugry vir 'n solo song as ek moet. So I'll never take anything for granted again. If that is at least one thing that lockdown has taught us. But en ek dink die lekker ding nou van Adam is dit voel letterlik soos 'n splinternuwe begin. Although we've been doing this for so long now, it's a clean slate. And we really can't wait to get back at it.
It gave us a chance to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate our priorities and made us realize, like he said, we're not done. In fact, I think we're just beginning.
Flames.
Yes.
Yo, producers, can you put some flames when...
Mic
So,
drop.
ek weet almal praat nou oor hulle downs right through this whole lockdown. What would you say your ups were as individuals?
For me, like I said, the biggest thing was I kind of get stuck in a routine quite easily and quite quickly, and with the whole pandemic, it forced me to reevaluate everything and to really find out who is important in your life, what is important in your life. And those were the biggest eye-openers. I feel that was the lesson that I needed to learn from this. And like I said, there's very, very, very few things, hopefully, I will ever take for granted again. Like I said, I became quite complacent and life was just lekker and everything was just going lekker. And I'm trying to be every day as thankful as I possibly can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. I mean, it's difficult to pick out highs in a time where, you know, like myself, I've been a professional singer since I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
It's almost, I don't want to give my age away, but it's been almost 20 years, you know. So it feels a little weird now that all of a sudden there's no stage anymore, you can't sing anymore. But in saying that, it's given us a chance to reevaluate our priorities. Like you said, find out who are your people, who's got your back, who's your team, what's your vision, what are we doing here? I think everyone's asked that question during this pandemic. What's our purpose?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know what their purpose is. Now all of a sudden what you thought was your purpose isn't there anymore. What's my reason for living? But
Kyle
then you
is
got
having a midlife crisis.
you know what? It's actually it's been hard. I think it's been hard for everyone. Doesn't make us special at all. It's been hard for the whole entertainment industry. We're all praying for each other. We all got each other's backs at this stage. I hope and believe. But it has been a good thing in the sense of it's forced us to go back to the drawing board and go, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what we have achieved, this is what we're yet to achieve. And I think music is going to start playing a very different role from here on because people need healing, people need to be understood, people need that relativity factor. It's going to be less about the, oh my God, I sound so good and auto-tune makes me sound so good and worship me. It's going to be less about that and more about, do you feel me? Can you relate? Can we heal each other?
Right, kom ons chat 'n bietjie oor nuwe musiek wat op pad is. In fact, they are performing just after this. Liefde. I mean, you know them as the most romantic guys in the industry, right? So oorlog vir jou maak, man. Bombs, atom
Nou is
bombs.
ons bietjie te oud om oorlog te maak. Nou praat ons eerder net in woorde. Nou
praat hulle
bietjie oud vir oorlog.
Kinders en vroue.
Ons het oorlog probeer.
Ons het oorlog probeer maak. It was very physically exhausting. Physically very exhausting.
Julle splinter nuwe enkels dit. What's the story? What's the story behind it? Tell us more about it. Who do you guys work with? And what's the journey like going further?
So, kom ek praat Afrikaans. Ek like dit om Engels te praat want ek oefen my Engels. Ek voel ek praat nie genoeg Engels nie, maar so net voor lockdown toe ek my studio klaar gebou het toe by Divine Intervention toe ontmoet ek die ouens van die band Rubberduck en
Awesome band, by the way.
En ons paai het gekruis en dit was so cool geweest toe hulle wag, was net so 'n maand later toe kom trek hulle in by my by die studio, kom rent by my by die studio. En ons het begin net saamwerk en saam collaborate en obviously 2 maande later toe is dit lockdown. En ek dink na die eerste hard lockdown of daai eerste soos ek sê was dit 60 dae, ek kon nie presies onthou nie. Toe bel ek hulle, toe sê ek, yes ouens, come through en jy weet, maar dit was 'n geval geweest van hulle het nie meer geld om hier te betaal wat ek het net gesê luister hierso, leave it soos ek sê, ek dink dit was meer ek wat 'n saint was, dit was net meer ek wat soos dit was net ek wat ook eintlik maar net ek werk lekker saam met ons en ons collaborate lekker saam en goed. En ek en die hoof liedjieskrywer sanger van hulle Nick Jordaan ons het begin saam skryf net vir die eerste keer en ons het agtergekom ons klik lekker as skrywers. Jy weet mens skryf saam met baie ouens en dit is nie altyd jy weet almal het hulle eie manier van skryf en goed en ons het agtergekom ons kom nogal lekker oor die weg in terme van skryf en ons verstaan mekaar se methods. En een van die eerste liedjies wat ons saam geskryf het was Liefde is en toe ons begin het met die liedjie het ons nie regtig geweet jy weet waarvoor dit gaan wees so wat ek ons gevoel kom ons skryf net iets en soos wat ons begin het met die lirieke toe ek besef, weet jy wat, dit voel vir my, dis iets wat Adam moet sing en iets wat Adam moet sê. Ek dink, soos Kyle ook vroeër gesê het, almal kry swaar. Jy weet, dis nie net noodwendig die musikante en almal kry swaar en goed en ek dink almal het al te veel slegte nuus gehoor en te veel slegte ervarings gehad in hierdie lockdown. Dat die ou nou nog die vuur moet aanblaas in terme van negativity en alles goed en ons gedink ons wil 'n positiewe liedjie daar buite sit. En een van die dinge wat my aandag gevang het was 'n storie wat ek gehoor het van 'n couple wat in lockdown was en hulle was pas getroud geweest, maar die een ou was in een land en sy vrou was in 'n ander land en hulle kon mekaar nie sien vir 2 of 3 maande nie. En dit het my laat dink ek trou nou binnekort en ek dog toe nou baie dankie. Wel, maar nog nie getrou nie, kom ons hoop. Dink wag vir jou, 16 April, ek wag vir jou. Beter opdaag. So, en toe dink ek maar, wat sal dit gebeur as dit met my en jy weet met haar gebeur het? En toe dink ek maar, weet jy wat, daar was tye gewees wat dit regtig swaar gegaan het en goed en we made it through en as gevolg van die geskiedenis wat ons het, is ek seker we're gonna make it through whatever is coming up next en hierdie was 'n baie meer net positiewe uitkyk op het gewees om te sê ag jy weet come with my we're gonna make it through en ons gaan nog steeds gelukkig saam wees en ek moet sê ek is so bly ons het besluit om eerder net positiewe goed daar uit te sit jy weet en ek dink Adam going forward is wat ons wil doen ons het boodskappe om te uit te sit en positiviteit is een van die goed wat ons wil uitstraal definitief.
Absolutely.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I know you've been waiting for this moment right now. So in one word, 3 flames, what can we expect from Adam? One word, each of you, into the camera. Let's go.
Brilliance.
Musicianship.
Fun vibes.
Dis 2 woorde.
That's 2 words, bruh.
I know
Take the shame. Take the shame.
All right,
Just fun.
Coming up next, an exclusive performance by Adam.
Mack Rapapali Nights. Jacaranda FM.
Ek sit en dink wat as als moet eindig ons lewe op geleende tyd. Sou ek saam met my wou, wie is my? Ek verdrink in jou water, ek doen dit vir jou enige tyd. Sal ons dan oké wees, alles sal oké wees. Nee. Dit was ook 'n donker tyd toe ons ontmoet het. Ek het weer gekyk en wou my eers vermoed het. Dit ons ook gewys wat ons twee saam is jy nie besig, wandel ek in jou kop rond. Weet jy ook, jy kon saam met my wees. Nee. Ek verlang, ek sê die lekker uur voel soos 'n liefdeheid. Ek weet ons gaan oké wees, alles sal oké wees. Nee. Dit was ook 'n donker tyd toe ons ontmoet het. Jy pak my weer gekyk en wou my eers vermoed het. Dit ons nog gewys wat ons twee saam is. Dit was ook 'n donker tyd, maar dit sal oorwaai. Ons twee het te sterker as 'n goodbye. Ons het mos bewys wat ons twee saam is. My liefde is hier, jou liefde is soos hier. Ons liefde is waar die waterval val. Ons liefde vloei in stroom, weer met die donder weer. Dit is wat ons liefde is. Dit alles en niks kon ons laat val het so het ons gewys wat liefde is. As donderwolke vorm kry ons uit op die storm.